what I really felt inspired by when I felt like a partner was connecting with somebody else, what that jealousy on a deeper level felt like to me was, cool, I love that they're expressing themselves fully, and how can I express myself more fully? And a lot of the time it was something that I wanted to be doing with myself, like really enjoying more connection with myself, or just having more time and energy going to do something special. Hey beautiful beings, I hope you're having an amazing day. I feel really excited to share with you something that has been rocking my world and really changing my life recently. And it's kind of similar in a way to other things I've thought about or things that I've been doing, but it's also totally a new perspective, and it has just been transforming my life in the most amazing ways. So I want to share. And that thing is, it came up the other day, just like wondering, would I be, like if I could carbon copy myself, would I be attracted to myself? Like as a human, as a partner, as a, a romantic partner, as a lover, as a friend, as a creator, as a movement buddy, as in all the realms that I could possibly feel attraction for another being, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually. Would I be attracted to that being if I were to copy myself and put myself right here? And I was thinking about this, because thinking just about attraction is so interesting, and who we're attracted to and why. And I realized that there are realms which I feel like I'd be really attracted to myself in, and realms where I feel like I'm growing and becoming more of the being that I want to be every day. And I think in our most exalted states, perhaps we would be completely and utterly attracted to ourselves. And there's some interesting stuff in there around like playing off of opposites and etc. And I think overall, for myself, I found from the most healthful state, without a place of like creating some sort of an interesting dynamic that's not fully healthy, like from a super healthful place, I think my truth is that I want to be the person who I am the most attracted to in the world. Who, like, I choose myself first as my partner, as my lover, as my friend, as my growth junkie buddy, as my spiritual soulmate, etc. And wow, just thinking about that has propelled the most amazing growth in my life. So many cool things have happened, and I'll share some things with you. I was walking through the woods the other day with myself and with Ilya on me, and I love my walks in the woods, and I love my walks in the woods with my loved ones and also with my loved one self. And this was so special because I've really been feeling that lately. Like, oh, man, like what sounds best to me is to go walk in the woods with myself. And I decided to record a love message to myself. I've been doing more audio recordings since having Ilya, just in general when connecting with people, because it's easier for me than typing a lot of the time. And so just feeling into that space, I've been wondering like, wow, what would it feel like to record a message to myself? And so I did. I walked and I recorded like an 8-minute message to myself, just sharing love like I would with another being. And it was so beautiful. And then that night before bed, I listened to it. And wow, it was just such an incredible practice. And to feel like so special that like this being had created this space for me. For me, what that feels like. What does it feel like to have somebody record you a special love message? Like, oh my God. It felt amazing. It felt amazing to record it, and it felt amazing to receive it. And it was cool because it actually sounded really similar to a message I might record for somebody I deeply love. And I felt that like, wow, I deeply love myself, and there's so many things I love and appreciate about me. And it's cool. It's been cool to come at this self-love really from a different angle. And I've come to this at different times. A few years ago, I was really moving through jealousy. and feeling like, well, what would it feel like if I were most excited to hang out with myself? If I were most excited to share sexual space with myself or romantic space, like anything that was coming up for me at the time around a partner sharing that space with someone else. What if that meant like, cool, I get time with myself and I love being with myself. And that was really cool and totally was one of the things that transformed my relationship with jealousy, just realizing what I really felt inspired by when I felt like a partner was connecting with somebody else. What that jealousy on a deeper level felt like to me was, cool, I love that they're expressing themselves fully, and how can I express myself more fully? And a lot of the time it was something that I wanted to be doing with myself, like really enjoying more connection with myself, or just having more time and energy going to do something special. So I think that's a fun thing to do, you know, is set up special things to do with ourselves, fall in love with ourselves. I've been loving falling in love with myself more and taking the focus off of external, which I think we don't really have that much control over from like a centered space. What we do have control over is everything in a way, because everything is controlled by how we show up in the world, and we really, what we put out, that's what we get back. So how we show up, that's what we're going to receive. And I feel that, and I know how much I love loving and I love giving, and I feel like I've never had a lack of love in my life, and that makes sense because I've never felt like it's hard for me to share or give love. And it's been really special to share and give that love more directly with myself. Yeah, I feel like in a way I just started dating myself and I'm enjoying thinking about like special dates I can have with myself, or just ways I can care for myself. And I'm loving thinking about like, am I showing up today as the person that I would want to be with? You know, again, as a friend, as a lover, as a sex play partner, as an intellectual being, as somebody who I'm like, you know, am I holding space for myself the way I want? Am I vibing the way I want? Am I in a joy-filled state in the ways that I want? And if not, you know, how can I nurture myself to be there? Every moment feels like it matters more than ever. I think I really feel that around having, I don't want to say limited time, because in a way I feel like time is just this entity that doesn't always quite make sense. In a way I feel like I have way more potency in my life now that I spend a lot of my time with Ilya and caring for Ilya. And it's totally life-giving for me because I choose for it to be. And I think that's what this is really highlighting, is that we have the choice. We always have choices in our lives. And I'm choosing to show up as my best self today and be in love with myself and make that my primary connection. And from there, the magic that's unfolding in all my other connections is amazing. I feel like I am a better partner for my partners besides just myself. I feel like I'm a better caregiver for Ilya. I feel like I'm a better lover, a better mother. I just feel like I'm a better human. I'm more of the human I want to be. And it's so cool to have it this way of like thinking about, well, would I be attracted to myself? What areas do I want to change and enhance and become? And also that gives me this deep relaxation feeling around that we're always all growing and changing and embracing more of what we want. We can embrace more of what we want every step of the way. And it's really about the journey. And lately, I mean always, and also lately especially, the journey for me has been rocking because I have chosen to fall in love with myself and date myself and be attracted to myself and become, the coolest thing is like I have a direct impact, you know? Sometimes we have a partner and like maybe we want them to show up a little differently than they are, and it's like, oh, there's all these things I love about them, and then there's these areas where just like I really wish they'd make strides, and I've turned that right back inward, like because I am my own partner, and oh, where are those areas where I really want to make strides? And it's totally happening for me. And then what's happening on top of that is my partners are making amazing strides in their lives, in their relationships with themselves, with me. Everybody's growing together because we're all like really showing up for ourselves as our best selves more every moment. And I feel like that's how we change. We change ourselves, we change the world around us. And it all starts from within. and this has just been such a blast. So I've been excited to share it with you, and I hope that it feels fun for you to think about and reflect on. And there's so many different things you can do around that, you know, journal exercises around areas of yourself that you're loving, areas where you're excited to be growing more. You know, if I were to date myself, what would I do? If I were going to take my ideal mate out on a date, what would I do? Just like so many different things. If you want to play around with that, I'll actually link down below. I have a product for journaling exercises you could check out. I also have a jealousy program. I know I referenced growing through jealousy earlier. If you want to check that out, that's been, the most expansive journey in my life, and that program is just the most epic thing I've done, and created it with other people. So if you want to check it out, I really recommend it, and you can just get a free program sample. If you have any thoughts or feelings or reflections on this, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section below. I think that you're all incredible, and I feel really honored to be doing this sort of growth with you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being the place I wanted to come to share this latest reflection, and just like, share this intimate detail of my life and hear about your thoughts on intimate details in your lives, and just grow together in this way. Feels amazing. So thank you very much. I love you.